and I start making notes. And I go, so then I ask, why did you do this? I'll ask them. They go, I argued for that. And I'll go, okay, but why did we do that? You know, and they go, okay. And I go, okay, do we have this? Well, we do, but we didn't want it. Okay, we're putting that in. You know, so because I have fresh eyes and I wasn't there emotionally attached to a certain team, meaning I really draw close to all of them. And so I'll go in, and so they will spend about 2 days making all those final changes, and then we send it to the network, and then the network has 5 days to make changes if they want as well. And they often do, meaning they say, look, we think this should be stronger music. Can you hang on his reaction? Does your shot from this camera have a better reaction? You know, I mean, they're really good to work with, and that's the flow of the show. And then it's there.
I hope they don't put that in there. I really hope they don't put it in because I'm really ugly when I cry.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will be a little bit surprised with, you know, like, and you might be happily surprised, but sometimes I get it. Sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, we worked so hard on that, and we only saw 10 seconds of it. And it's like, yeah, I know, but it's the overall flow of the show, and there's 4 other teams, and you're trying to weave back and forth, and sometimes I actually feel a little guilty sometimes, because these guys have given up 12 total days when you figure travel days to come out, and there's all these media interviews before they start the race. We do everything to keep them apart so they physically don't meet. It's really hard because they're all in the same hotel at the host city. And then they roll out that day and they arrive, and we say, you're going to walk into this, Mark, walk into this. It's the only time that we rehearse anything is we just say, okay, when our cameras start rolling, we need you to roll in here, we need you to walk in here. It's the only time we control any situation is day 1 and day 10, because we've paid all these fees to be filming in certain areas. So we control that situation, but it's for a very limited time. And so it's like, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, because they gotta get in their car, they gotta get to this. We know what they have to do that day, and so even though we control day 1 and day 10 a little bit, it's still kind of out of our control, because it's when it's time to go, it's time to go. Remember what you didn't see, remember last season when the very first thing I said is your first challenge is to find your keys buried in sand somewhere here behind you, right?
Yes.
We buried the keys 4 inches beneath the sand. What you saw looked good on television. They actually spent 45 minutes looking for their keys, and they kept burying the sand deeper and deeper. We knew where the keys were, and we were like, this was supposed to happen like in 3 minutes. And finally, we were like, because the other teams had such an advantage, we finally said, okay guys, just come a little further towards me. Now stop, start digging there, start digging there. And it was like, you gotta go, because we had to get them to their family. We knew how far they had to go. And it was like, it's gonna be dark, you got to go, find your keys. And we thought, yeah, we're not doing that.
They're like, Dan, you just gave us a metal detector.
Yeah, we should have.
Okay, we're gonna switch out Team Red for Team Green.
Yes.
Is there any